Welcome to another virtual adult improv show with the LA Connection players. I'm Ken Scove, the founder and owner of the LA Connection. We're celebrating 47 years of dishing out fine comedy improv. We have a theater in Burbank, but we also went online a little over 3 years ago to do short and long form shows. Tonight is a long form show. I'll tell you all about that in just a second, but let's introduce our cast first. Starting with Brian, who will be playing the dad tonight.
Hey, howdy ho, everybody.
James will be playing his brother.
Welcome, welcome.
Nick will be playing the grandfather. Amelia married into the family and is mom.
Hey, everybody, enjoy the show.
Andrew is Brian's son.
Yeah, please enjoy. It's a fun one.
And Sergio is James's son.
Hi, everyone. Looking to be Employee of the Month.
So this game is family business. Today they've chosen to do they started as plumbers, but then they expanded out and bought the local hardware store when one of the gentlemen retired. I'm their accountant. So I was asked to come here into the storage room. We're going to have a meeting. We have some other people out there helping to close down today. It's just after hours, about 6 o'clock. So I wanted to kind of go over with you guys some of the stuff that's been going on. I know 17 years ago, Grandpa, you bought the local hardware store from the Jackson family who retired. He was getting up there about in his 70s, said, "I want to take off." So you decided to buy the store since you already had the plumbing business going, and you're the main plumber in town. And I think that you didn't want someone else to come in and maybe buy the hardware store and start a plumbing business on the side out of the hardware store. So by buying the hardware store 17 years ago was a leap of faith that you'd be able to still, in the small town, be able to have be the main plumber and be the main hardware store. So the only thing that's happened here is that, the town next to us, they're all getting bigger around us. We were kind of more in a rural area where, you guys were really pretty much the only plumbers in this area. There was only, 1,500 people here in this town, when you started your plumbing business over 35 years ago. The town now has 12,000 people. So it's grown considerably here. And there is one other plumber in town that was started up about 8 years ago, but you own the hardware store. So that's your competition's not too bad in that area. But however, just 12 miles north, they opened up more hardware stores, larger ones like a Sears. And it's not only hardware, they have a whole department of everything there. So it's a one-stop shop up there, 12 miles from here. And they opened that up 2 years ago, and since they redid the road to 4 lanes, more people are driving up there now. It's a pretty quick drive, and that's cut into the business. So between the pandemic, which kind of was a tough time because people didn't want to have a plumber come out to their house, and the store, they weren't coming in as much to the store either, so that made it real difficult. So we had to take out that loan. $500,000, which we have about 100,000 left of that. So that's why I'm calling the meeting, because at the pace the last couple of years, we've been losing probably in the neighborhood of about $50,000 per year. Okay, so that's 100,000 off the loan. The other money we have spent to just prop up stuff, get more supplies, be prepared, and buy the new truck. Now I know, James, you do all the. You still do all the calls. You go out to people's houses. You're the main plumber for here. I know Nick stays here at the store with his son and Brian, and his Brian's son also helps work in the store. Andrew. I know, Sergio, you've been trained. You're 23 years old now. You've been trained for the last 5 years to actually make calls as well. The problem is we're getting complaints about some of the calls. Okay, some people say you like the gift of gab, and you talk a lot to everybody at the site, and then since we charge by the hour, they think the hours now turned into 2 hours, and they think that a lot of times you're talking or you're surmising what the problem could be, and that you take a long time to analyze it and break it all down, and you show them on your computer graphics of where the pipes go and what you could do, and sometimes it's just a clean out, and we try and say $79, but we also say for the first hour or the clean out, whatever comes first, and then we charge after. You're going into the second hour. So, that's, you got to stop talking to everybody. You spend, again, half the time on the job talking to people, okay? So that's been a little complaint. So I just thought I'd bring that up to you, James, because I know that sometimes you get more calls and you have to be at two places. Since we bought the extra truck, we have 2 trucks to go out now. And I know that I just figured I'd let you know that, because that's why I was calling here as well. Okay, I don't get too many complaints about you, although I have gotten a few sexual calls. I don't want to say sexual abuse or not abuse, harassment. Some of the widows in the town have complained about you trying to date them and stuff like that, and you tell them you're the smell good plumber that you could even go out right after you fix their toilet. If you want to go out for coffee and stuff like that, if you didn't have another job going. So I don't know if that's, between your son with the talk and then you with trying to pick up all the widows, and there's quite a few in this town now with 12,000 people here, a lot of widows, and, you may want to think about backing off a little bit about that on the job. Okay, let's go over to Grandpa. I know you started, you gave the business to your son. I know you bought the hardware store 17 years ago. You ran it firsthand for the first 10, and now the last 7 years, you've given it to Brian to supervise and run. I know that you still do some of the ordering, but you're ordering based on pre-pandemic levels when we had more people buying stuff here at the hardware store. So you can see all the pipes behind me. You got all these pipes and all this stuff here for sprinkling systems. There's a drought, so people are not going to be using sprinkling systems. So that was kind of a mistake. And I don't even know why some, like the wood. Look behind me again. See, like the wood. You see that you wanted to start selling like stuff for birds. Steel and what is it to steel? You look at all the stuff you bought behind me. Most of this stuff has been here now for about 4 or 5 years. So you got to stop ordering. You're ordering the same amount of stuff that you used to order when the business was doing better. Okay, so just think about that, Grandpa. And also, Grandpa, the club you joined. The gambling club. All the old guys who go down the park and they do chess and all sorts of games, but they gamble. I've noticed there was $1,000 petty cash recently taken out, so I just assumed that was probably for your gambling debt since it was signed by you. Anyway, let's go over to Brian, your son. Brian, you've done a great job of trying to open up the business for your dad. I know you've sent out a lot of flyers and those, when those value pack stuff, you've been doing that because you had to do that because of, a couple of years ago, the other guy, the Sears. So I know you're sending that out, but you're not getting the same return because what you did is you took the $79 and marked it down to $59. And so we're losing $20 there on the flyer. It's better when they just call us and it's $79 or they go to the website, which, by the way, I don't think you should have let your son build the website. I know he built that for you. I know he's really good with computers and all that sort of stuff, but people have hacked into the website and put explicit pictures up there sometimes. I don't know who's doing that. I don't know if that was you, James. I saw that little smile. That is not something you want to do on your website, okay? And Andrew, you've got like Super Mario video games on there because your dad's into Super Mario. It has nothing to do with the plumbing, okay? So, I know you think, well, they'll stay longer on the website, but they're not going to be looking at the stuff. So if you can build it down, like you got nuts, bolts, okay, nails. You don't need to separate all those categories like that. Nuts, bolts, You've got, stuff related to building. Why don't you just say construction materials? And then like the hammers. You put the hammers and saws together. I don't know why you did that. Some of the stuff is just some of the stuff on the website's kind of weird. And that one thing where they had the hammer, the guy hammering the pipe, I don't know what that was all about. I'm not sure what you're doing. Anyway, so I know that Andrew, you were helping sometimes, go pick up the supplies from the warehouse where we get them. Sometimes they're dropped off and stuff like that. But then you go down to the arcade. We've had to come get you at the arcade like 3 or 4 times. I mean, you're 27. I mean, dude, video games and arcade. Okay, you got to kind of focus a little bit on the business here because you might be taking it over. You might want to not. I don't know, Brian. I know I see you got your Super Mario shirt on. Maybe you shouldn't wear that around him right now. I know you guys. That's the one game you guys play together. Like you really still play that game with him because you're really into that. I mean, look at the wall behind you where you're sitting in the warehouse. I mean, you got all the Super Mario stuff, So I got the wall with all the supplies, and you have one whole wall devoted to Super Mario. I mean, that's a little weird for an adult. Anyway, okay, and let's go to Mom last. Mom, I know that you're the one who called me because you did the bookkeeping here, and then I do the final accounting on all of it, and you said that you saw the $1,000 was missing out of petty cash. You also said you thought Grandpa was buying too many supplies. That you were also the one who said you've gotten some letters from people about both James and Sergio, which we talked about. Okay, and we also had, we had to pay the website service to have everything, all the spam and viruses taken off because of the hacker. And you're not getting you got to secure the website, Andrew. Okay, because the hackers are getting it. So we need to take care of that, okay? I think I've talked enough to all of you guys. We've talked about some of the issues we got going here. And I just think I'd like to talk to Mom and Dad and Grandpa. The rest of you guys, if you want, you can go back and get ready to close up. Okay. All right, so Grandpa, you heard what I was saying about, you're buying the same kind of pre-pandemic supplies, and you even bought them through the pandemic when we didn't even. That's why we have all this stuff behind me. We've got to start cutting back our orders until we get rid of the stuff we have because the warehouse is full. So, are you understanding what we're talking about?
No can do. You see, there's a reason that I need to have a certain amount of income purchased every month. You know, it needs to be a certain amount of cash flow in and a certain amount of cash flow out every month to meet the standards for the books. You understand?
Right, but the cash flow in is a deficit. We're losing about $50,000. We're losing a little over $4,000 a month.
Right. So you're telling me that if I take the cash flow out and I reduce that to match the cash flow in, it would be better. But I'm saying if you keep the cash flow up, then you increase the cash flow in.
Perhaps I think he's worried
I don't
about
think
like
that's what he's saying, Dad.
Yeah,
If you build it, they will come.
okay.
Which is
All right.
lovely as a thought, but the truth is we're losing a lot of money in product. Kent, I don't know if I told you when I called you. Remember when everyone was freaking out at the beginning of the pandemic and they were all buying way too much toilet paper?
Right.
I think that my father-in-law maybe thought that toilet paper would cause more jams than it did. If you're catching my drift, the other
Yeah,
end
I
of the
see.
problem.
I see.
I think he thought that he was going to try and get ahead of that, like people's toilets would burst and stuff, which never happened. I think they thought the apocalypse was going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And it started there. And now we have, for no reason, birdhouse kits.
Well,
Yeah, I don't know
Anyway.
why were you buying
They're
birdhouse.
staying inside. They want to build the houses for the birds that they're watching.
Okay, but that should have been more like a pet supply store. I know you wanted to expand it.
People
We're
do
not
every
watching
night.
birds anymore is the problem.
Exactly.
Well, Brian,
Yeah.
what are some of the things you've implemented that you think are working, and what are some of the things you think you should get rid of?
Just tell the man, Brian.
Well, I mean, I think some of the things we're doing are good. You know, obviously, I still got the flyers, the value pack things you mentioned. I think that really that was really powerful and supportive. You know, bouncing back from the pandemic at least. You know, I thought the website was a good idea at the time. It still probably is a good idea if we can get someone knows a little bit more about it to handle that would probably be good. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I think at this point though, like with the way things are going, you know, I hate to say this, but I think we have to cut the plumbing part. I think we have to go to just being a store.
Those are roots.
I know.
You can't cut the roots.
Pa, I know that I can't cut the roots, but if we have to lose one, I mean, we're losing so much money. If we have to lose one or the other, are we gonna? What are we gonna? We're gonna drop the store when the store is making more money. The store is making more money than James going out and creeping on widows.
That was actually my next point. Yeah. It was that we're losing money on one front and we can't afford to keep two afloat. So it's your choice because listen, it's not my family. It's not my, well, not that it's not my family. It is my family, but it's not my family business. So I don't want to step on any toes, but we can't keep them both afloat.
I don't want to get rid of, I don't want to get rid of the roots, Pa. You know that. You know I love the roots, but if one has to go, I mean,
it makes sense.
Can't back me up here. You see the numbers each month. The store is outselling. The store is outselling the plumbing calls. Like
the plumbing, based on what you're paying Sergio and James, the insurance on the trucks, the upkeep, all that. There's a net loss of about $2,500 a month.
Exactly, and I could just
so the other $1,500 you're losing here at the store because you're overbuying supplies.
Right. Well,
so
like
that
we can just make up on that.
Yeah. Let me do something with your dad. Let me try something with your dad once because I want to make sure because since he is still ordering, I think we need to. So I'm going to say 3 words to you, and then we're not going to talk about those 3 words. I want to see if you remember those 3 words in a couple minutes. Okay, banana, chair, sunrise. Okay, I don't need to say it again. Okay, so Amelia, now, do you think you could help out with ordering? Is that possible?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm not exactly an accountant by any means, but I'm already, back in Canada, I used to work at Canadian Tire. My family owned the local one, which is very much the same energy as this store that we're working at. It's very department type of home renovation and construction materials type of store. It's a lot like what we're doing here. So I do have experience in it to a certain degree. My family ran the one that was in our little town. So I'm happy to. I'm not an accountant per se, so that's why I called you in. So, but I'm happy to.
Okay. You also told me that Nick would sometimes, to his old friends he does a little gambling with and does stuff, he gives them the plumbing discount. In other words, they're paying when they met him. In other words, the day they met. So let's say they met him 10 years ago. He'll go back and look at what the price was 10 years ago and sell it at that price, even though you're paying more to get it now.
Yeah. I don't have
a family discount or friends discount.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with the friends and family discount, but it's got to adjust. Exactly. Got to adjust it to the the price, the current price. I mean,
okay. All right, let's go to Nick. Do you remember those 3 words?
Banana, chair, sunrise.
Okay,
you think you did something there, Mr. Smart Man. I'm witty. I'm smart. I'm on top of my game. I can order supplies. I can keep a plumbing business floating. You think you did something, but you didn't.
Okay, I'm going to let the 3 of you go now. I'm going to let the 3 of you go right now. I'm going to bring, if you can send your brother with his son in.
James, get your ass in here.
Oh my God, I hate having to listen to him.
Okay.
He thinks he runs everything.
Okay. And
James, come here. James, do this. James, go out on call.
He's yeah. Listen, he's your younger brother.
Yeah, younger.
Well, he doesn't know that much about going out, and you took over the plumbing part of the business from your father, and
Damn straight.
he
That
didn't
was the
really want to
original
do
part.
that. He was going to do more
Yeah.
of like the in-house
He
stuff,
wanted,
answer
yeah,
calls.
because he didn't want to go out on calls. So you know,
Right.
somebody's got to get their hands dirty, and it's going to be me.
Yeah. Okay. Speaking of that, what's going on with these widows?
Look, I am not a bad guy just because Miss Druthers opened the door and I said, "Nice butt. What time does it open?" I'm not a bad guy for that. All right. I don't get why she freaked out. You know, it must be this ridiculous oversensitivity and political correctness. And I'm here to reassure you that I'm not raising my son to be a pansy like that. So, you know, I said, screw it. You know, you screw you. You can screw in your own pipes. Clearly, you don't need me. So
You said that to one of the ladies?
yeah. Yeah, all right. Like she was really, really grinding my gears. I mean, I know, we're there to serve the clients, but yeah, it's just got under my skin a little bit, you know. Like I called things. I called her later to smooth things over. Things are fine now, and that was a job that we were able to save. But so you're welcome.
Okay. But this is not the only widow.
Apparently, there were others. Yeah, you know, and there are widows in town. What do you want me to say? They call me to go fix the plumbing and fix the pipes, and
Right. Well, you've turned down a couple jobs when the husband called.
Yeah, because like I don't want to go deal with them. Like you're a man. Go fix your own pipes.
Okay. So you specifically want to go see single women or widows and fix their.
There's a huge market there. Like I've got all these great ideas. I'm also an amateur inventor, but I do have great ideas. My father just doesn't listen to me, but that's a huge untapped market. All these women who have all these pipes that don't work. Oh no, what do we do with them? Call the man.
Mm-hmm. People have also said you do karaoke.
Yeah, I've been known on Tuesday nights to go on down and rock out a little bit. You know, Bon Jovi, AC/DC.
Maybe
Van
I'd like to see.
Halen.
I might want to see some of that later, just for fun.
Great.
Okay. All right. So what's going on with Sergio? Yeah, I know that you've been going out on jobs for the last 5 years. I know for the first couple of years you shadowed your father till you were 20, and now you're doing the last 3 years on your own. But apparently, you know, you talk a lot, you analyze, and you show him computer drawings, and sometimes you'll do drafting with pencils and show them where everything is and what could have happened, and you know what could have been caught there, what could have caught it. Was it a root? Was it a tampon? You know, what exactly went in there to cause, you know, the drain out? You know, that you got to clean it, and you do all that for like almost an hour before you actually go and just snake it out. Why don't you just go in and snake it?
It's a much more complex situation. You see, after my father sent me to learn overseas, I experienced something. The beauty in the details. And I must say, the art of plumbing, which is just everything must be snaked out, of course. But every little problem can become even bigger and harder.
It's a toilet.
Like my father taught me, the
We're
way
gonna
Snake
work
out
on that.
toilet. It's a toilet.
No, puedo más. Por favor. You must listen. If even one drop lands on that floor needs to be replaced. Who do they come to? Us. We have the wood and the hard pipes to repair any problem. Like my father says, always represent and always give that hard finish to all the women customers who need it most.
That last part I agree with.
Okay, you look. Someone wanted you to come and just fix a water leak. You know, just it was actually the hose, the water leak from the faucet, from the hose faucet outside. You dug up the main line. Well, what you
No,
dug up to see
I
where the main line was.
landscaped. I landscaped. The feng shui, everything, every detail.
My God,
We're
more
all
made up
connected.
words.
Okay,
Father, please.
So now you're.
I need you to understand. I can be more.
Okay, so
Nobody
I can
wants
be.
that. They just want you to fix the pipes and the plumbing and just do the job and move on. They don't care about any of this bullshit that you talk about.
I build connection, Papa.
Just
Connection.
call me Dad. For the love of God and all that is holy, just call me Dad.
Padre, ¿por qué?
Do you see what I have to deal with on a daily basis here? I mean, God.
Well, I know he started acting out differently when your wife left, and I don't really want to.
She took a journey of
You could have
self-awareness.
foreseen that. My God.
Yeah,
you
she
think you
joined
know
a
someone,
cult.
Did he get slapped with the divorce papers?
Right, and then she joined a cult.
Yeah.
And then this cult of existentialism, and
It was a calling.
spirituality.
Spaghetti
and
monster of the sky. It's like,
right.
Where the hell is this coming from?
Well, I think between
It's
you
a
sending your
giant
kid to
snake.
Europe
It's
and
fine.
then
Normal.
when he gets to see his mother's, I think, warping his brain.
Well,
I take
look,
offense.
it's very hard to be an eligible single bachelor and have a kid, It's like he needs some place to go.
I can go to the shop. I can go to more customers. I can help this
No, you're not
business
doing
grow.
calls alone. Absolutely not. Especially if
Who's
this
gonna
is
join me?
I mean-
It's just me and the customer because that is the bond we share.
No, he's not allowed to go out on calls alone. I forbid it.
Okay, well, you guys figure that out from now on.
You can't trust
okay?
him. He's totally irresponsible.
Papa, come on.
Okay. Well, why don't you guys take it outside and see what you can talk about that? Okay. I gotta see the son, Andrew.
And publish.
Okay.
Awesome.
I can't see you. Okay. You want to step out of the dark and maybe. Okay. I still can't see you. Step out of the dark.
I'm sorry. It's I don't know where the lock is. This key, I can't get it. Open the
You're in the
door.
closet again? You locked yourself
Yeah.
in the storage closet?
Yeah, see, I deal with keys a lot, and I don't deal with locks. So I don't know where the lock is. So I can't put the key in the lock.
Okay. Well, since we're talking about keys for a second, you made keys for a widow, and apparently you gave your uncle a copy of one of those keys?
Yeah.
Okay, why would you do that? Because then he can go into her house, and that's
Well, it's because if she needs anything else done, that way she doesn't have to give him her keys. He already has a set of keys, so he can just come in, do the work, a few other things, and then get out. It's all
okay.
great.
Have you? I mean, I know the one because she reported it when he came in one night, after hours, and it's not even during plumbing hours, and he came in and just started talking to her, and it was a little weird. Okay.
Yeah.
We were able to talk
So
her down so that she didn't sue us or anything like that because he got out of there quick enough. But have you done this to other widows? Does he ask you for copies when a widow comes in and wants to make a copy of her key?
yeah. So he does that for all of our customers. It's just a regulatory safety thing.
Who's regulatory safety? Where's this written down? Is it part of your policy?
Oh, it's all on the website. If you go to wix.mysite.com, it's all on the website. It all explains it over there. You can, yeah.
Okay, the website. I looked at the website. It's what's going on. I mean, you got to make it easier more friendly. I mean, if let's say somebody wants to get a floodlight, you don't even have a category for it. You just say Illuminati. What does that mean? Illuminati?
So Illuminati, that's our new light bulbs. That's our new brand of light bulbs. The Illuminati, the conspiracy theories around them. We thought maybe we could make light bulbs. We could,
Okay, did you get your grandfather to order these?
Yes.
Those
he
are
said
those
it
are the
was a
ones
really
that
great idea.
those are the ones that cost $19 per bulb, and you want to sell them for $39.99 per bulb.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we got to make some profit there. You know, it's all on the game and the website as well.
The game, Mario, yeah.
Nario Fix It is what it's called. It's just we have all of our products on there. We can you know, have customers play through and look at the products, see how much they cost, see how they make things. You know, the Illuminati bulbs, they really, really shine. I wish I had one in here right now. I can't see a damn thing.
I know you can't. You're still dark. Okay. All right. I'm going to go see if I can find a key to get you out of that closet. I don't know why you lock yourself in there. Was there a reason you locked yourself inside? Were you testing a key?
I was testing a key, and then I just couldn't find the lock anymore. I forgot where it was.
I thought maybe you just brought the wrong key in. You can't
no.
You can't even find the lock.
No. Like I opened the door with the key, and then I thought, well, maybe I'll try it from the other side. So I closed the door, and you know it locks automatically. So I go to put the key in the lock, and it's
because
not.
It locks
I
from
can't
this side.
find it.
No one locks from the inside. The lock's on the other side of the door. So now you locked yourself in. We have to get someone to come in on this side. No one's going to lock the door from inside. Why would they lock themselves in the closet? Unless they're you. Okay. Look,
that is a good point.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get a key and okay. Well, I'm gonna get out of this thing right now. I think Grandpa needs to talk with his two sons, the brothers, Brian and James. Okay, I'm gonna go see if I can get a key for him.
What's up, Pa?
So, James, are you aware that your brother's trying to cut you out entirely?
Oh my God.
He's trying to take the plumbing business.
It's not enough for you to just run the whole damn thing. You have to try to cut me out.
I'm not okay. Listen, okay, no, Dad is distorting it because it's not that I'm gonna cut you out.
Christ,
I'm gonna keep it. Shut up for a second. Let me talk. God, I'm not gonna cut you out entirely. You're still gonna have a job at the shop. It's just the plumbing side of the business. Stop making those faces, Pa.
What face do you want me to make? I'm gonna get fucking fired. Oh, great! I can have the same job as Andrew.
He's instigating this.
Your
just
son.
Shut up for a
son.
second.
You want me, your own brother, to have the same job as your son?
No,
that's
sick. I would never put you.
That's against the Geneva Convention.
That he is doing. I don't even know if I want him anywhere near what he's doing right now.
Doesn't he lock himself in closets? Like,
yeah, I know. That's why I put him on website duty. I don't fucking know. Okay, biggest mistake ever. Anyway,
not the only
James. What I wanted to discuss with you before Dad came in and just had to like instigate it like this.
Tell the truth.
I'm getting there. God damn, it's so hard to have a conversation. I want to get rid of the plumbing side of the business because it is not making enough money as near as much as the store. And I want you to run the store side with me. That's the part that Dad is not comprehending. Is that I want you to run the store.
You're going to miss out on a huge market. Don't I have ideas. And you know, Dad, you never really listened to me before, but there's a large portion of single women in this town, in this county, that we can totally go after. The trucks, you don't want to take the loss on buying the new truck and then just throwing it in the scrapyard. All right?
Can you make a house call without commenting on a woman's ass like one time? Because then maybe I'll consider it.
Look, me and Mrs. Celia Smith had something in common. She's a taxidermist. I'm a taxidermist enthusiast, and I want to stuff her. Okay? Is it that bad for me to be able to say what's on my mind? Are we so oversensitive as a species that we can no longer talk to each other like human beings?
Talk, but when it's on business, that's not good, because then Miss Celia Smith ends up leaving a 1-star Google review.
Can lead to really good things like me plowing her pipes.
Dude,
and that's what we want me to do, right?
Look at how many Google reviews we have from Nora Johnson.
1 star. That has
Celia
to be like
Smith.
the best.
1 star saying that bearded fuckwad will not stop commenting on how much he wants to
1 star.
Her.
Isn't that the best? That's the gold star. That's the gold star. That's the star you put on the top of the Christmas tree.
I'll be honest, I'm not familiar with the stars you're talking about.
He knows what I'm talking about.
Dad, you have to be kidding me.
When did you fall off the boat?
You know about reviews. The higher, the better. If we have 1 star, that's not good.
No, it's like golf. I'm telling you, it is like golf.
No, it's not, dude. You were never good at golf either, so I don't know why you brought that up.
Mom, could you meet with the 2 kids, your son and your nephew, Mom?
Guys, can we come in here? Oh, hey.
I came out of the closet.
Oh, I'm not sure how to interpret that. I mean, I just want you to know that I love and accept you no matter what.
It's beautiful all the same.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm not gay, by the way.
Oh, okay, just wanted to make sure. I didn't know what's called. You locked yourself in this time, so.
No, I'm asexual.
Oh, that's so nice. All right. Awesome.
Less beautiful, but okay.
So I wanted to talk to you guys because there are going to be some changes in the administration in the company, right? Sergio, what are you doing with a flower?
It, working with toilets all day, the nostrils, they
that's fair,
need to smell something pretty.
That's so fair, actually. Yeah.
And it matches my skin.
Love that. So yeah, like I was saying, there will be, administrative changes to the company.
Administrative, how?
Well, myself and Andrew's dad, we're talking about maybe, focusing our energy more on the storefront than on plumbing.
May I interest you in instead expanding plumbing? For there's a market out there for everyone.
I'm sure
every aspect of floorboards that need to be changed, every aspect of pipes that need unclogging, or pipes that need filling, like my father does.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's what we're in the market for right now. In fact,
it's like Andrew's dad always says.
Example is definitely not in the market for that. Frankly, she's very, very off the market. But I'm going to have a conversation with your father about that, Sergio. Don't you worry. So like I said, we're going to focus more on the storefront. So I was wondering what you guys thought about maybe if I could train you guys in working on the sales floor. Do we like that idea?
It's not really. I feel like my strength is just focusing on this Scenario Fix-It game. Just programming all the new products in there. It's like a business thing where you have to buy products to go fix the fix the toilets.
I admire his passion. That is good idea.
What if I put you, Andrew, on inventory on the sales floor? So now it's like the best of both worlds.
See, so that would be great, because if I'm in inventory, then I would know all the products, right?
Exactly. And then you could do your little computer logging them all in, but you also put on the sales floor.
Yeah, and then Mario could buy them all.
Sure.
Where would I be then?
So you, for example, I have a feeling that we do have multiple departments. So I know that you're very skilled in plumbing, you and your father, which again, I have conversations.
I prefer the art form of unclogging, but okay, continue.
But we're going to have a toilets and flooring department, so we can make you
but
that section of the sales floor. What do you think?
I could be so much more. I can interact. I can talk to the customers, explore each section of the store, maybe.
Well, I mean, I'm sure it's just
And we contemplated. I'm sorry, wrong word. Will be how do you say the money we would get per hour for how long customer talks to us?
but that's actually, it brings me to my next point. So I am trying to phrase this as delicately as I can. The customer.
You talk too much, Sergio.
This is that's you, Jester. Yes, for sure. Andrew, come on.
Andrew. No, I'm afraid he's right. I wouldn't have said it quite as upfrontly as he did, but I have been getting that on the Yelp and
I have heard no such thing, no complaints. I have great service for all customers, and I care for each, like dedicate.
If the two brothers could meet now to discuss the future.
Mm.
We'll talk soon about that, but yeah.
Okay. Thank God Dad isn't here so that I can actually talk about this how I want to. James, you are an exceptional worker. There's no doubt about that. But
Go on.
the way you handle these calls, man, just ain't the way to do it. And if you look at the P&L statement that Kent, shows us every month, you'll see that plumbing is like way down, and store is down too. I'm not gonna sugarcoat that. We're not doing hot, but like store is down here, plumbing is down here. I just think it'd be better if we just focus on one avenue of it. And since the store is doing better, I say we focus on that avenue, and I bring you in. And look, there's plenty of pipes in the aisles, if you know what I mean. And when people come into the store, they have empty aisles that they're looking for pipes to be filled with. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Look,
and I think you could be. I think you'd be putting your pipe to work, filling some aisles, baby. That's all I'm saying.
You're in luck because, I do have these great ideas, and they are coming forth, and they are finally coming to fruition. And I can show you one of them right now. The thing that is absolutely going to save this store and ensure that we have a legacy and business forever. Check it out. The first all-in-one multi-purpose broom. I call it the Broom Master 5000. It's the perfect candidate for the bathroom, the kitchen, and even the garden. It even comes with silverware.
Holy shit.
I designed it, invented it, made it myself, not just a hat rack, my friend. So,
I'm actually kind of in awe about that.
Yeah.
You know what?
What?
How much did that cost you to make?
Around anywhere between $300 and $400. But it takes care of so much. I mean, check it out. It's got its own tape measure. It comes with a knife. I mean, this thing's locked and loaded and just ready to go.
Okay, so
you want to be a witch for Halloween? It comes with its own thermal jetpack promoter. This will launch a child literally 50 feet in the air.
I won't deny that's sick as hell. I'll make a deal with you. If you put that in the store and you show me that you can sell it, I will consider keeping the plumbing side of things.
I'm going to do this deal just like I did Cindy Lohan on senior prom night.
Okay, Grandpa, please meet with your two grandkids.
Oh, hey, Gramps, what's up?
So you're the one who's making the website.
The website, yes. Nario Fix It. It's doing really well. We haven't got any sales from it yet, but I'm sure, give it a month or 2 or 3, and it'll pick up.
And how are the light bulbs?
The light bulbs, they're great. I mean, those
selling?
graphics, they're not selling yet.
Because they're simple glass that's just thrown around. That is all you do. You talk without no action. I give the passion that this company is missing.
Okay.
You've been working a lot of hours, Sergio.
Yes, trying to fix the plumbing part that they tried to get rid of, Grandpapa. Don't you understand? They are breaking what started this company.
I agree. They're going after my roots. They're taking the roots from us. And Andrew, you understand? I mean, do you understand? Your father's trying to take the roots.
Yeah, the roots that are in the ground. Yes.
No, more. You need the love. What do you love, Andrew?
I love Mario.
Speak with your heart. Think about it first. Think. There you go. Now I feel what you're thinking. Tell me now the word that comes to you.
Mario.
Okay. Grandpapa, you see, this is who you want to run
Brian,
the future.
Are you in love with a man named Mario?
No. I'm not in love with Mario. We're best friends. But I also love the game Mario, and so that's why I put the game on our website called Nario Fix It. And we have all the products on there, and that'll help sell everything eventually.
How do we defend the roots? You need to highlight this plumbing aspect. Is your beloved Mario, is he a plumber?
No, he's an artist. He makes nude art paintings, and they're very, very good.
Nude art paintings on our website. Andrew, should you put nude art on our website?
I mean, if you go through a couple of, paywalls, I guess you could call them paywalls. They're not really paywalls.
Andrew, we are not a pornography site.
No, it's not pornography. It's art from Mario that's featured in Nario Fix It. Nario has to.
I think he's right, Papa.
A man named Mario on our website.
Papa, Grandpapa, please calm down. It is art. I have seen it. Mario, beautiful artist. By the way, Andrew, beautiful taste. I have nothing wrong with the website, except for the products you put on that lacks love. Only the arts shows expression of love. But
Mom, if you could please meet with James.
James?
Yo.
So I'm sure I don't know if you've taken a look at the Yelp reviews lately. Reviews.
I think that they're. I peruse them, scan them, flip through them, but can't spend all your time on the phone. So.
Totally, completely agree. But have you noticed maybe a common theme in here?
They're all great. I mean, they all have words.
They all have 1 star.
The only star we need, Star of David, Star of Light.
I'm not sure if you know how Google and Yelp and all that works, but the more stars, the better. This is not like golf. No,
Are you sure you know?
No, I assure you, I've seen a movie before in my life. If that's anything to go by, then yeah, more stars the better. But my main concern is recurring comments about a certain bearded weirdo that keeps complimenting my ass.
Well,
I just want to know.
You know, there's a bunch of fake stuff on the internet, right? Right? Like, not everything on it is totally credible or real. And matter of fact, I've seen tits on the internet that aren't real. So
my case in the
can't say that everything is going to be real.
No, I'm aware of that, but I don't think
unless you're Big Cans Bianca, that lady's got a rack. Like that hers was real. Like I went to that call and she opened it up and she had that sports bra on and I was like, oh
boy.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's exactly my problem, is what I'm saying. That Bianca called me later that day and she felt she had to take 3 showers after you've brand new fixed her shower head.
Look, all I told her was that I'm like dominoes. If I don't come in the first 30 minutes, the next one's on me.
Oh my God.
Grandpa can please meet with Dad. Grandpa
PR.
meet with Dad.
So, Brian.
Yeah.
You took my business after I gave it to you. And you ran it so well for so short a time before you tried to get rid of the roots. And when you cut the roots, you know what happens to the tree.
Yeah.
Don't you, Brian?
Yes, the tree dies. I know how it goes.
The tree dies. That's very good, Brian.
I know, but...
So why are you cutting the roots, Brian?
Because we're losing money. I don't want to do it, but like I said, I mean, we're losing money. What, would you rather cut the store and then...
If you build it, they will come, Brian. What happened to the dream, Brian? I built it from my boots up.
I know.
You can do the same. It's hard, Brian. It's not an easy business.
Yeah,
but
you're right.
Sometimes you have to stop and think and put a little elbow grease into it instead of just sitting there and hoping that things get better.
Wow. Yeah. You got a point. Okay.
But
okay.
Your brother is really fucking things up, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he really is.
He's not doing good. It's a big problem. I didn't know that it was such a big problem until I started listening in a little closer.
I have a question for you, Dad.
Yes.
Were you like that when you went on calls?
I tried not to be. Maybe once or twice he saw me do it. But that was back when I was drinking on call. It was a different time back in the 80s.
Right. Yeah, of course.
James, please meet with your son, Sergio.
Papa, you wanted to see me?
Yeah. It's about the whole flower business, okay? Like, we're only supposed to use those to hit on potential romantic relationships that start as clients. You know that, right?
You said to always carry the flowers so that I can make more flowers.
What is with the accent? Do you ever stop it with the accent? Like you don't have to impress anybody. I really don't want to yell at you. Like, you don't need to be doing this, okay? Like, all
Dad, come on. You said I could do this if I help you pick up chicks. I swear, I don't know why you give me this.
You're more like chick repellent at this point. That's the problem. They're
it
not
is working great. I have been getting tipped like crazy. And then I get the moms like you asked me. I don't see the problem. Like, you never had a problem before. Suddenly we're in a big family meeting now. Stop the accent. Stop doing blah, blah, blah. I'm trying to keep up the charade here that you said. You know how many complaints we get? The freaking Polls because you're sexual harassment? I am just trying to back you up and distract them a little. And you are giving me hell, Dad. You're giving me hell.
See, this is exactly what they're talking about. You talk too much. I've been telling you that for at least the past 6 months.
I talk too much because you can't stop talking either. I can only do so much that my dad shows me. And guess what? You're the dad, and you showed me, hey, let's keep talking and talk all the way till we put our own foot in our ass. Now, we
Mom,
need to
please
quiet
meet
down
with
for the rest
Andrew.
of the
Going off like your fucking mother.
Mom, meet with Andrew.
Andrew, honey, are you?
Hello?
You're stuck in the closet again, aren't you? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why I keep doing this. I just with the keys, I have to test them all, and sometimes it's just.
Do you ever is it because do you like entertain yourself and make extra copies of keys because you think it's fun? Like, why do you have so many keys, Brian? Andrew.
I have so many keys because I am a key person. I am the key person at this company. And no, shut up, Mario. It's
are you alone in there?
Yes.
It sounded like you said shut up, Mario.
No, that was I said I need to put Nario back up on the website. It crashed.
Andrew,
is what happened.
All I'm saying is if you had a little bit of a curious phase and locked yourself in a closet, with a young man named Mario.
No, absolutely not.
I'm not here to judge you.
Not.
I had my own
Just
Mario,
shut
except
up.
her name was Maria, and I was 17. We don't talk about that. Now I'm with your father, and I'm very happy, but I would not judge, is all I'm saying.
Okay, if everybody can come back in. I was able to look over the books. Okay, go ahead and put me in there. Thank you. We have to get your son out of the closet. I'm hoping we send
More
somebody
than
over
one,
there to
mind
try
you.
and
Yeah, I got the locksmith over there trying to pick him out, but I don't know what's going on. He better hurry up.
Okay, I think
All I'm
maybe
saying is I think we should.
There he
get
is.
him.
Okay, all right. Okay, so listen, I've had to come up with some ideas, and I've been, I know that you guys have been talking all day about eliminating the plumbing aspect of the business. So I have a solution for this, which will make Andrew and Sergio both, they're both younger in their 20s. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a website where you can, Sergio, show people all these graphs and how to snake out their own toilet, how to lay their own pipes.
The artistic part
and
of it.
Yeah, it'll all be beautiful, be artistic. And for people, they'll have to, if they want to get that tutorial, they have to, put in, we'll figure out a number. It could be $1.99, whatever it is, and they get a tutorial. So you and Andrew are going to be in charge of tutorials and web stuff and all that kind of stuff. And then I'm also going to let you, Andrew, work strictly in the key department and make keys still, so you still get to retain that job. Okay. We're going to rip the door off the storage closet, though, so you don't get yourself locked in, because apparently you've been locked in there 2 times.
Maybe we could just take off the lock. I feel like Andrew might need his privacy in there for whatever reason. No judgment.
Okay.
Very passionate storage closet.
What is he doing in that closet that
Yeah. So James,
my legs are just a bit chafed. It's fine.
Okay.
All right.
Wow. Okay,
show you a
James.
nice loop.
Now I know that you're not going to be able to do the plumbing business and go out on call anymore, since it's going to be all tutorial as well. So you'll be working in here with your brother. But I was also able to secure you an extra job at the karaoke place, because they do karaoke 5 nights a week. And I was able to talk to the manager there, and now you're going to become one of the managers of the karaoke place to offset whatever money you have. So before we leave today, I want you to think about what karaoke song you want to show everybody to close out our day today. Okay, so think about that. I know we rolled the piano back here for you. Yeah. And so, Brian, you're still great. You're going to be in charge of everything. And now we're going to try and close that deficit. We're going to sell the truck. Okay, that's going to help finance the tutorial part from now on. So you make money on tutorials. Okay, we're going to keep the one plumbing truck in case, you know, a special, real important call goes out. Maybe we can do that. Or we send Sergio out to show them hands-on how they can do it, but he doesn't do the work. He just supervises them doing their own work. So we keep a little bit of that. Let me just go, Grandpa, what were those 3 words again?
Banana, share, sunrise.
Okay, he's sharp.
He's good.
Sharp.
I know.
He's very
good.
sharp. And by
Yeah,
the way,
was.
Grandpa,
Yeah.
we noticed because we're going through the books. We also noticed that there was $7,000 of cash that was left in a drawer in one of your drawers. So we just took that $7,000 and put it into the business, and that helped pay for some of the deficits of the money you've been taking. So obviously you had a good week because you made $7,000 instead of losing $1,000. Mom, we're going to help. We're going to up you as to be the assistant orderer
Nice
with
job, man.
Grandpa, so that way you can look into ordering as well as doing the books for me. So I think we've pretty much done that. But I think just to end the day, James, you want to do one karaoke song for us, and then we'll go out that way?
Right on.
That was beautiful. No, don't you normally sing though when you do karaoke?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that part. Let's see. And I'm gonna fix your pipes, and I'm gonna plow you there, and I'm gonna take you to the
Beautiful.
limit. You know what's up.
Yeah, maybe we should just.
This is a work of art. Truly a masterpiece.
And that is our family business long form game. Let's introduce our cast, starting with Brian.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us down here at the hardware shop today. Hope you had a good time.
James.
Buy the Broommaster 5000. I swear, it really will kill you.
Nick.
Don't really.
Amelia.
Thank you, everybody, for watching.
Sergio.
Thank you all for your beautiful attendance.
And half his show in the closet, Andrew.
Remember, Nario Fix It on wix.mysite.com.
Wave goodbye to everybody. We're back in 4 weeks with a brand new show. You guys stick with me. I'll talk to you after the show. Thanks for watching, everybody.